Okay, folks, time for another week of WCW Nitro as we're on the road to the Great American Bash, so let's see how it goes. So, in our first pre-show match, we've got Eel Skipper and Kid Romeo, 3 count, and the Futures America's Most Wanted, and 2 people from our developmental territory, Teddy Hart and Jack Evans, teaming up just to see where they are, and they're getting close to being ready to be brought up because Jack Evans is getting 33, Teddy Hart's getting 39, which is almost at the level of my pre-show people, so there we go. But in the actual match, Eel Skipper and Kid Romeo got the win in 15-11. 44D, nothing too bad. The next up, we've got a tag match just to get people on the show. Finley and Tajiri defeating Disco Inferno and the Funkster in 10-22, and Finley defeating the Funkster with Tombstone. Again, this gets Fit and Tajiri gets some in-ring time because they're not on the show. 50-60 minus, so not too bad. So then we actually open the show. Basically, the Horsemen open the show, so we got Flair, Canyon, Jeff Jarrett, Shane Douglas, Joni, and they basically get a whole bunch of promos. Canyon tells, Sting got in his business for the last time, so, he's calling out Sting for a match at the Bash, and, Sting has a lot of famous moments at the Bash, but it'll be the last famous moment as Canyon will prove that nobody is better than him, and he's going to take out, Sting, for the last time. Then, Flair basically cuts a promo saying, Jarrett and Douglas proved last week when they took out that Punk Palumbo that that's how you enforce Horseman business, the old school way. Then Jarrett and Douglas do a quick promo saying, they're veterans, they're the core of this business, they're the Horsemen through and through, and doesn't matter who, faces off with them, they're going to take them out. 91A, this basically just, gets the Canyon Sting sort of program officially kicked off, even though it sort of kicked off last week. Basically puts Jarrett and Douglas in as a tag team and gives Flair some TV time. So then we start off Conan doing his standard Viva La Raza promo, then doing a promo on Kidman saying he's got a match with him tonight, but he's going to prove Kidman is going loco crazy, and he's going beat him tonight. 58 C minus, not too bad. So we've got, in about that good heat and decent wrestling, Kidman defeated Conan in 7:42 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. And this is after he hits a Kid Crusher, which is just your Tamazaki, your Unprettier, that move, basically, so, because, a Shooting Star Press would actually probably get a babyface pop, so let's just make sure he gets a heel pop for his finish. 70C plus, Kidman gets 68, Conan gets a 58, and then Kidman just hits another Kid Crusher on Conan as sort of bang. Oh, I keep on forgetting to just ignore Tori as Kidman's, partner here. Anyway, 65C, not too bad. Then the next match, we've got Rod Van Dam defeating Ernest Miller in 5:58, 5-star Frog Splash, 56C minus, didn't click, not too bad. And then after the match, we've got RV celebrating, some weird music hits, the lights go out, then when the lights come back on, Bam Bam is in the ring just kicking him from one ring to the other. He ends things by hitting the greetings from Asbury Park and then walks away. 69C plus, and hey, Bam Bam's back after being in rehab forever. Hopefully doesn't relapse. And 69C plus for that. And sort of like a thrown together tag match, but you sort of see the reason why. Jindrak and Stasiak, the current tag champs, take on Jamie Noble and AJ Styles, as they're both half of the tag team that had a match last week where Noble and Yang got a surprise win over Air Raid. So Jindrak and Stasiak defeated Noble and Styles in 8-16 when Jindrak got the pin over Noble with the Mark of Perfection. We'll play this like Noble and Styles weren't used to tag teaming with each other, and Jindrak was able to get the pin, so 65C for that. And then afterwards, Jindrak can celebrate, but the Bischoff comes out and says, you guys keep on wanting to not actually wrestle because even though that's your job. So next week we'll have a 3-way involving, singles members of all 3 teams involved in this little thing we've got going on so far, and whoever wins the match will be able to name a stipulation for the pay-per-view 3-way match. Because, yeah, guess what? You're not wrestling at the pay-per-view against both these teams. 84B plus, probably mostly carried by Bischoff, but not too bad. And then after that, we've got an Ahoyer in-ring, says, Savage had to hit him with a chair to get the win over him at the last pay-per-view. So, he calls him out again. Says he's still the future of WCW, and he wants to prove it by defeating Savage in the ring. He calls him out, but no answer. 79B, not too bad. O'Hare's getting there. Then we have a squash match, Macias pitting and Bingham Antonio Thomas, who's a local guy and a future heartbreaker, in 246 with the crucifix powerbomb. Yeah, I changed the finishers for folks. 43D, not too bad. Yeah, Macias is getting there. Then Macias just, kills Thomas again, and Lawler cuts a promo on Dustin, saying, we know, Dustin, you got hurt at the pay-per-view, but we're still going to finish you off once and for all. 67C+. Then we got backstage promo, Gene with Jason Jett, says he's no problem with Lance taking him on, but Uncle Eric still wants Storm to prove himself in the ring to serve the Cruiserweight title shot. And so that's a 60C. Then we got a big tag match. So Alex Wright and Ray Jr. defeat the Silver City Rollers in 10-12 when Wright pins Cash. Good match, 77B, because they have excellent chemistry teaming together, and these guys are still good. And then after the match, we've got Gigantes and Helms basically running in, and helping, and Cash, beat up Ray and Wright. Then Conan tries to save, and he gets some babyface fire. But then Billy Kidman runs in, knocks him from behind, and we just have a complete beatdown of all three members of the Filthy Animals. And then Kidman shakes hands with Helms, and do we have an actual official alliance or just bad guys helping out other bad guys? 76B minus. So this was a really good angle considering the people involved here. You would not think these 8 people would be involved in the 76B minus angle a year ago when I started the save. Then we have a Steiner in ring. Basically you've got nobody. And then Booker T comes out, says, "Oh, I've got a partner. I've got a partner who's very familiar with you, Seka." And then some very familiar rap music hits, and out comes Kevin Nash making his WCW return. 99 A-star. Crowd goes kind of nuts. And yeah, we get Kevin Nash's new cool gimmick. Then in the actual match, Steiner and Rick Steiner defeats Booker T and Kevin Nash in 12:02 when Booker T basically was kayfabe injured and knocked out after the Steiner recliner. Yeah, so if you see here, Nash is Nash. There's a reason I brought him back in a tag match. 82B. And then afterwards, Steiner keeps the recliner on. Nash stays with the big boot, and then helps Booker up to close the show as Booker has the world title, but is still seemingly a little injured. So 96 A-star to end that out. And that gives us an 87B plus for the show. So really solid show, which I'm happy about. But let's just see if anything interesting happened. If Kevin Nash upset people somehow in his first night back, or if some other wacky stuff happened. So let's look at Raw real quick, see if anything interesting happened on that. Hall went to a no contest with Shawn Michaels. Rock defeated Tommy Dreamer. Ricky Kishi defeated the Stalker. Eddie defeated by Hattery by DQ. Okay, so nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, people just wanting, Bam Bam, you just got back. Okay, I'll give you some momentum. Jesus. But yeah. Also, I just want to show you guys real quick. So MLW and ROH was invented like they were in real life. So MLW, Court Bauer's the owner, just like in real life, but the booker is Violent J. So that'll be interesting. And roster so far, we've got Brian Clark, Simon Diamond, Steve Dahl, Ruckus, Scotty Wren, Mike Cross, the Iron Sheik. Yeah, so all sorts of interesting things. And then Ring of Honor is even wackier, as Rob Feinstein is the owner like in real life. But the booker is Rob Black. Rob, I own a porno company, and let me create a hardware company just because Black. So, yeah. Anyway, as far as we got Chino Martinez, Danny Doring, Excalibur, Dave Mysterio. Yes, Dave Mysterio, I don't know. Esther Morano, Daisy Hayes. Yeah, not exactly the real-life 2002 Ring of Honor lineup. Anyway, so that'll be interesting to see if they actually do any decent. But for now, that's it. We're 2 weeks till the Great American Bash. We've got a world title set up. Kevin Nash is back. We're building towards a tag title match. Lance Storm will need to defeat some more competition to get a cruiserweight title shot. The Horsemen seem to be, wanting to take out Sting, and Chuck Palumbo looks like he needs some help to take on Jarrett and Douglas. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, if you're enjoying things, give it a like. Go ahead and give me a comment, tell me what you're liking and not liking, and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying things. Anyway, that's all for now, so adios.